Hi guys, this is my kayak, SeakSwift Guy Leach Edition. It's a very inexpensive kayak, and I've used it and transformed it into a fishing kayak. As you can see, I've got my fishing ruler stickers on the side of the kayak, and today I'll show you how I've set up a rudder, a skeg slash rudder for this kayak, because this kayak has a tendency to not track very well. So I'm trying out a new thing which will hopefully make it track a little bit better and be a bit more nicer to paddle with. So this is the device that I've created, and as you can see, most of this part was bought from a hardware store, apart from the bungee cord, or shock cord as some people call it. So here we've got the plaster spatula thing that I've used that will become the rudder, and this little wooden block here is the a sanding corkboard block, which I've chopped to size. That's because I'll attach that to the end of the kayak, and I'll show you how all of this goes along. Created a little hole here for a clip, and another little one here, and this is a little sinker to help use gravity to pull the rudder down into the water. I'll show you how that all attaches on. This is the other modification I've had to do for this kayak. We've got these little eye hooklet which holds the bungee cord or shock cord for the rudder, and as you see, I use another clip system, and so this is a way to keep the cord in there, and if I didn't want it anymore, I can always undo the setup that I've done. So I've tried to keep minimal as possible the changes to this kayak. So where the rudder will sit over here in the back, and I'll show you how that goes on now. Okay, so here we are. Got my little corkboard. I'll place that into here, and that'll flow down freely, and these things will attach to the bottom part of the corkboard like this, and this will help secure it onto the kayak like that. Now what's next will be this little clip and this bungee cord, and I'll have to turn this off for a minute. So here it is, all attached now. As you can see, this is how it all pans out, and the rudder is in up position. You can still see the stickers there from what was on it before. So again, because I don't have any real springs to make this push down, I'm using the sinker to help weigh it down, and also that'll help keep the rudder in the water as it's traveling through. And even if it hits the ground, this thing should automatically hinge back up. So I'll show you how this all works. So as I'm sitting in the kayak, when I need to lower down the rudder, I'll just unclip this. There it is, and you can watch it there as it comes down. Bam. Now there's two positions I've got here. So as you can see, the water line will come around here, and so the rudder will hit the water a little bit. But if I need that to go any deeper, just a little bit more deeper, I'll just basically put that through, thread it across, and there it is. It comes down into the water even deeper if I have to. Now, like again, all this materials and parts cost me less than $20, probably more like $15. So for a cheap kayak with everything, all the parts done like this, this would be really good value for those who's got the same kayak as I have. So here we go. I'm going to lift it back up again, so slowly. And now it's a shock cord, so it'll come up slowly up. It'll snap back. As you can see, I'm pulling it, and there it is, it comes back up. Now you don't have to use shock cord, you can just use normal cord for that. but I prefer the shock cord because it has a bit more flexibility. So now I can lower it down, bring it back up, lower it down, bring it back up. Now, so when I'm no longer needing it, I can just clip it back on and basically unattach everything, and the kayak's back to normal again. So in the next videos I'll show you all the different mods that I've done here. You can see I've really taken use a lot of the cordage, but this has been a really good value kayak. I bought this from a backpacker who was going back to Canada for about $250, and it's provided a lot of good fishing session so far for me. Alright, cheers, bye.